What's up guys, welcome to another video from Dark Lord. Sorry if this video is longer than my usual ones. If you're expecting gameplay of me killing people or a montage, you're not going to get it in this video. This video is purely informational. It's for the people that have been leaving comments on all my recent videos telling me to do a tutorial of some sort or show them my settings. That's exactly what I'm going to do for you now, and bear in mind that I do change my settings regularly, and I just wanted to emphasize before I get into what the settings do, how important settings are. And I found this out pretty badly on Sunday when I got on GTA after not playing for a couple of days, and when I got on it asked me to change my contrast at the beginning before I even loaded into anything, and it seemed strange to me, but I didn't really think much of it. I got on GTA after adjusting my contrast, and I played a deathmatch against players that really aren't that good, players that I should be doing really good against, at least 1.5 KDs in MVP every time without fail, and I played against these players, and I did awful. It was horrible. I was missing every headshot. I was just playing really bad, and I recorded the gameplay just to look back at it because I played so bad. I felt like a completely different player, and I thought it was just because I hadn't played for a couple of days. But I found out the next day when I went to look at my settings that I had actually been reset. Every single setting in the settings section of the start menu had been completely reset. So what my settings are now, that's them now. So this is what they were when I checked the settings. They were this, that was up there, and this was in the middle. And this is completely different to anything I usually play on. And the assisted aim was partial and not full. And I sort of was relieved about it in a way because I thought I just lost my skill completely and I was going negative against these relatively average to bad players just because I was playing bad. But it turned out my settings reset. So that really does prove my point that settings mean a lot, because I went from 0 to 0 real quick in that game. I was just confident going into it that I was easily going to get probably a 2 KD against these guys. Maybe I'll include a screenshot or something. I'm not sure if I have one. Probably not, but basically I went negative against these guys, got nowhere near MVP. I got carried by people that was like not very good, people that I would beat pretty bad in crew battles, or in fact that I have beaten crew battles pretty damn bad. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But it turns out it was the settings. So the settings, obviously, I think it's a must that you have your look around and aiming sensitivity right at the top. There's no need to have it any lower than that, because all they really do is affect how fast you can turn around and maneuver the map where there's enemies. So obviously you want to be really fast. If there's an enemy behind you and an enemy in front of you, you want to be able to kill the one in front of you and then 180 and kill the other one. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is having both of those and the acceleration all the way to the top. And that's because basically even when you have your settings at the top on GTA, it's really not fast enough, for me anyway. Coming from a game like Red Dead Redemption, which I played before this, it feels like that was much more sensitive at the max sensitivity. This still feels pretty damn slow when I'm moving around like that. It feels too slow. That's just my opinion, but I really do recommend you use the highest for those. I don't really need to explain what they are, other than the fact that the aiming sensitivity, a lot of people think that it affects how fast when you lock on, you aim up to the head. People think that it affects that, when it does not affect that in the slightest. You could play on the lowest aiming sensitivity and you'd still aim up on the head. Trying to find a frickin' NPC here, but... oh, well, there you go, look. It's the same doing that no matter what sensitivity you play on. So I wouldn't worry about that. All it affects is your free aim. And a lot of the time when you're... say if I killed him... well, that was a great shot. But, say if I killed him or whatever and then there was someone behind me, then I'd want to roll. But when you roll, a lot of the time after you've been shooting, it's still aimed in for some reason. So the aiming sensitivity affects how fast you'll move around, even when you're not holding down the aim button if you're in your roll. I'm not holding the aim right now, but it's still aimed in. So you really want to have that on the highest. And the dead zone, the mysterious dead zone that no one seems to know about other than me, it feels like, because everyone that I've been speaking to is like, what does that do? Like, what's this? How does it affect my gameplay? And I've told the same thing over and over again. It is quite hard to explain, especially if you speak another language. Trying to explain to foreign people is a fucking nightmare with this dead zone. But basically, the dead zone only affects the right joystick or the right thumbstick. When you have the dead zone to the maximum, I'll just put it to that real quick. It basically makes the dead zone in the joystick, which is an area of the joystick in which you can move around and it will not register on screen. So the larger you have it, the bigger that dead zone is. So right now, I'm moving the joystick. Right now, when it's not moving on the screen, I'm still moving the joystick, but very slightly. And then you see it starts to register on screen, right? After I've moved it quite a fair bit. And when you have it on the minimum, what it does is it completely removes this dead zone, this area of unreactiveness, and it makes everything reactive and responsive. So I'm moving it so slightly like I was previous to this with the maximum, but on the screen it's moving. As you can see, it's moving very slow. I couldn't do this with the maximum dead zone. So what it does in a sense is it makes your joystick a lot more sensitive and responsive. You think this would be a good thing in every single situation. It's not really, because what you end up doing is like readjust it. Well, this is from my experience. Playing claw, I always have my thumb on the joystick. So what I ended up doing sometimes, if I hadn't been playing for a couple of days and I was a bit rusty, is I'd end up locking onto the head, and especially at distance, I'd end up locking on and over readjusting. Like I would already be on the head, but I'd continue to move it slightly. I'd have to keep readjusting back and forth, and it was just not as good. So what I've been playing on for the last couple of days is the dead zone I showed you. Seems to be working well for me. It feels similar to what it felt like on Xbox, which is all I really wanted out of it. So you guys should definitely try that out. I hope that this has helped you in some way, or at least informed you of what these settings do if you didn't already know. You should definitely try out the settings I'm using regarding the sensitivities, acceleration, and dead zone. Tell me what you think about it if you've tried it in the comments. I read every comment. And yeah, basically that's it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm sorry it's been so fucking boring today, and it's a pretty long video, but I'll try and get some more crew battles and stuff out. I have played a crew battle recently, but it was horrible. The team we played were corner shooting a lot, and it just wouldn't be a fun gameplay to upload, but I might upload it anyway. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy, Dark Lord. Peace out.
Goodbye.